everyone, today we are diving into one of Excel's most powerful features, pivot table. If you've stared at a massive spreadsheet feeling overwhelmed, this video will change everything. I'm going to show you exactly how pivot table works with real-world examples, and by the end you'll be analyzing data like a pro. What is pivot table? A pivot table is essentially a data summarization tool. Think of it like this: if you have a year's worth of sales data with thousands of rows, a pivot table allows you to instantly see a pattern like total sales per month, best performing products, and sales by region or salesperson. We will be using a simple data set. So this is our data set with date, salesperson, region, product, units sold, revenue, and profit. Before we create a pivot table, our data must be properly cleaned and structured. You must ensure that each column has a clear header, no completely blank rows or columns, and data should be consistent, not mixing text with numbers. If a column has a text data set, ensure that every of its rows are in text format, while if it's also in a number value, ensure that all the data in that column is in numeric value. And in order to have a more organized and structured data, it is best you format your data as an Excel table. So now let's create your first pivot table as the headers. And also, as you can see, I've cleaned up this data set. So the first thing to do is click on one of the cells within the data range and press your Ctrl T. Save my table as headers and click OK. Yes. So after this is done, what you want to do is go under your Insert tab menu, click on it. You will see pivot table. You click on this drop down arrow. It brings us two different features for you. The first one is saying from table or range, which means from this table we've created or from this data range. The second one is talking about external source. That's if you want to create a pivot table from a file that is not currently open or in Excel, or that is from an external source. So what we want to do is want to create a pivot table from this table range we have here, and that's when we will click on from table. Then it will bring out an interface for you. In case you want to rename your table, you can do that. And under here you see choose where you want the pivot table to be placed. We have new worksheet, existing worksheet. If you want to create your pivot table in the same worksheet as where your data set is, you can click on existing worksheet. Then on this location you just click on one of the cells within your worksheet. Then it's going to create the pivot table there. But I prefer using a new worksheet so as to make my work neater. Then after you've done that, you want to click on your OK. In here in a new worksheet you have a pivot table already created. So let's build the pivot table with the data from our sales report. So now we move here to this field list. It is under this field list that you carry out any analysis you want to do. So the first one is that we want to drag our region into rows. Then this is what you do. You left click and drag it under your rows. After dragging the region down here under your row column, what this means is that rows means by row, right, while column means by column. Let me drag this to a column so you can identify the differences. Let's drag it under the column and you can see it is arranged in a horizontal manner. But now we want to filter it out by rows in a vertical manner, just as it has brought out for us. So the next thing you want to do is you want to also click on your revenue and drag it down under values. This is because we want to get the sum or the average of revenue, any calculation you want to carry out. So now that we've dragged it under the values, you can see that pivot table has summarized our data for us. Look at that instant summary of total revenue by region. Now let's add more detail. So the next thing you want to do to add more detail to this is to drag your product under column. Then you can see this has broken it down and simplified it much more for us. We have revenue by region, group by product. You can see the sum of revenue of each product by regions. This multi-dimensional view is where pivot table shines. Next on, let's customize our pivot table by carrying out different calculation types. By default, pivot table sum numbers, but we can change it with this. Come here under values. This drop down icon you can see, you click on it and you can see value field settings. You click on it, then it will bring out an interface for you where you can see summarize value field by. If you want to summarize it by sum, the total sum of the revenue by regions. Here is for count. We cannot use count in this case because we are dealing with sales, right? So here under average, yes, you can find the average of revenue of each product by region, and you can use the maximum or minimum revenue. Anyone that aligns with your objective, you can just click on it. So I'll leave it at average. So let me show you another feature picture you can carry out using pivot table, which is grouping data. You can automatically group them by month, quarters, or years, just like I'll show you right now. So now we want to group our dates. So here you can see January, February, March. That's because pivot table has automatically grouped the dates. Let's say we want to check the average revenue of products sold quarterly. Click on one of the dates and you right click. After that, you go to group. Then you can see seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, quarters, and years. So that depends on which one you want to visualize or which one you want to filter it by. So let's filter it by quarters. You click on the quarters, you unclick the months since we don't want it to visualize that for us. Then you press OK. So you can see that this has filtered out the average revenue of products sold by quarter. Now let me show you the mistakes to avoid while creating pivot tables. Not refreshing data when source changes. The second mistake is including black columns and rows. Ensure to avoid these mistakes for a smooth running of your pivot tables. The last one is using incorrect field calculators. It's like using count in a situation where you are supposed to use sum. Let's say you are supposed to sum up the revenue of a particular project, but you made a mistake with using the count function. That can bring out an incorrect result. Now it's your turn. Drop your results in the comments. I would love to see them. If you found this helpful, do well to smash the like button and subscribe for more Excel tutorials. Thank you so much for watching. I remain Mary, your host on Data Monarch channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.